The way I feel, Bush ain't doing his job.
He's not?
No.
Why?
Because he don't even know what he's doing. He just want to win a war.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I feel, you know what I'm saying? Ever since Bush came in, everybody just started terrorizing.
If you look back
to if he would have never messed with all that, you know what I'm saying, all that Saddam Hussein stuff, if he would have never even gone there, none of this would have happened.
So if this wouldn't have happened.
If you look back through the history of our presidents, you'll notice that the Bush family and those who are related to them and close to them, all of them who have been presidents, vice presidents, have all endorsed war. Why are we endorsing war? You're pushing into war when other ways can be. There's other ways to do it.
Can I say something?
You know what I'm saying? They're trying to create a drama for us. Okay, what they're trying to do is, I think that it has a lot to do with population control, world domination. And I think he's on a whole different track than he should be.
I think that the United States and its allies would have to stay in Afghanistan for a long time to solve that problem. I don't think it's going to be a 2-month thing. I think it's going to be years, because there's so much turmoil in that part of the world, and there's so many conflicting groups that, I mean, you have to occupy that area in order to settle all those people down.
Do you think the bombing was effective as a first step in doing that?
I don't know if it's been effective yet. I think they need a little more to go before it's going to be effective, because they haven't really gotten the main people that they need to get yet. You don't know what they're thinking. Why would anybody want to do this to anybody? You know, why did Hitler do what he did? It's just not right. You know, it's very sad. It's the saddest thing I've ever seen in my lifetime. But I would think that they are not happy because they don't have what we have, almost like jealousy. They would like to rule the world. And I really believe Osama bin Laden and the Taliban are more interested in telling everybody how to be instead of having everybody individual.
Who supplied the missiles? Who supplies the money? We do. So now you wonder why the Arabs are mad at us. I'd be mad at you too if you're shooting missiles at me.
Sure.
And you don't hear the commentators talk about these because it's a sensitive subject, evidently.
Yeah, I can understand.
So we don't get this. That's why I have a cousin in Toronto, and she says we really don't get the news. But what I do is I go on the net, and sometimes I read The Economist and The Guardian. I read the English magazines.
Yeah, The Guardian is from the United Kingdom.
Yeah, right. And so consequently, you get a different point of view.
I'm sure it's upsetting. You know, I mean, obviously we're bombing them. I'm sure they're very upset with us. And you have groups of people in their country that are controlling their media and telling them what they want to tell them. They're not telling them exactly what the facts are in any way. So you have people that don't understand all of the facts. You have only what you're being told. If we were only told one thing in this country, we wouldn't know any better. Also, you know, so we would be in the same predicament. So
a lot of people don't like this country for various reasons. There's a number of reasons why they don't. They envy this country, period.
Bush said, I mean, that they envy our freedom.
They do. They envy this country.
I believe we have our own Talibans here. And they're not from Afghanistan, and they are not in the Muslim faith. They are very Christian, and they live in America. And some of them are very good neighbors of mine. They hate women, they hate children, they hate women and children, they hate mothers without husbands, they just hate, period.
It's a political game to appease the people. Yeah. In other words, we're doing something, or we're going to get these guys. Well, come on, be realistic, you know. Yeah. It helps the people. You know, we feel good because, boy, we're doing something. We're hitting these 5,000 bombs, we're creating bombing caves. Whoopee! It's crazy. And
it's devastating. I mean, look at that country already. What are we bombing? Really?
A
bunch of rocks and mountains and mothers and babies.
So you think he's
and a couple of wild donkeys? I don't, well, I mean, I don't know. I'm not a politicians, but geez, makes kind of no sense to me. I don't know what to say. I know that I can't fix it by myself, but I know people united together all around the world, working for good things and good causes, can create change without war, without bombings.
Feel right to me, and I really feel, for the people who are dying over there, and I know, that's not how the majority of people feel, but Massachusetts is maybe a little bit different than the rest of the country, and I'm a little, but I think. I think a lot of people are for it, but I think a lot of people are also questioning it. And I think long term we'll find out that it's had, some real damaging effects in terms of, creating more hatred towards us. And, we're being fueled by hatred, they're being fueled by hatred, and who knows, right, who knows where it all, who was, you in those situations you can't decide who was right.
I've never heard of, or never thought before the Gulf War, probably, that you could ever have any significant military action and not have it affect some civilians. There's not enough distinction between who are civilians or where they are and where military people are, and it seems to me that part of the risk you take anytime you have a military action is that there's going to be some civilians mixed into what you're doing. And it's unfortunate, but it's not surprising to me, and I would think it's naive to think you could ever have a military action and not hurt anybody, essentially.
I am scared just because I haven't been alive for anything this major, I feel like, but I also feel pretty isolated in it just because I feel like it's my first year in college and I have so much going on that I've kind of tried not to think about it in many ways. So I'm not proud of that, but I'm trying not to let it change my perspective about things because I feel like it's something that can easily jade people in a lot of wrong ways. So
do you think it's going to evolve? What
I'm more concerned about is socially what's going to happen in the United States just regarding racial tensions. Because I feel like we've made so much progress in the last 25 years in that area, and I'm just nervous that it's going to disintegrate on the basis.
I don't know what America did beforehand. I never thought America should be over anywhere, putting its nose into anything. But maybe every country does it. I don't know. I mean, do I think it'll help? Yeah. Only time can tell. You can gain more enemies, but I think your coffee's boiling. Can I avoid that question?
Okay.
I'm just a guy who lives in America trying to make a living and not even doing a great job at that, you know?